Hi there, welcome to Tea Transitions, the podcast for women who have taken the leap to build a life abroad.
Hi, I'm Farah Baker.
And I'm Rose Davenport, and we are your hosts for this show.
This show is all about real stuff, the highs, the lows, and what am I doing here exactly, and moments and everything in between.
And for me, tea has always been that little pause in the chaos, a moment to breathe, to reflect, and to feel grounded. That is the vibe we are bringing to this show with an honest conversation in a space that feels warm, safe, and real.
So, whether you're settling into a new country or figuring out the next chapter of your journey, we hope this feels like a cozy chat with friends who understand and get it. So, Rose, if I may, let us begin. Pour a
Of
cup.
course, let's start the show.
So we would like to welcome today to our little podcast, Mas. Mas is a friend from a long, long time ago. Yeah, Mas?
Hi, thank you
Welcome.
for having me.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mas.
Mas,
Good to see you.
yeah, Mas, just so you know, is based in Geneva, Switzerland at this point in time. Now, could you just give us an idea when you started living abroad? How long ago was this?
I think I left Singapore in 1997 and
Wow.
moved to Paris. Yes, it's been a while now.
Yes.
So I left Singapore to Paris. I followed my husband. And then we stayed in Paris for 5 years and followed by Australia, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong, 6 years.
Wow.
And then London, 5 years, and back to Singapore for 5 years, but this time with the children. We have two
Mm-hmm.
children. And then after Singapore, here we are in Geneva. So it's our fifth year now. And
Mm-hmm.
normally we should be thinking of moving
Mm-hmm.
soon, I suppose, or not.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see.
Wow.
Okay. So do you get a choice as to whether you extend or you stay, or you move to another country?
Well, it's actually depends on Dominic, my husband's
Mm-hmm.
opportunity for work. Either he'll be posted in a particular place, or they rather have him where he is. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, all right, we will move in a couple of months. Pack your bags. So it's like that.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sure you are an expert at that by now.
And
All
packing.
this, you know.
Well, I would say an expert. I'm not sure. I think we learn, every day we learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it helps if you are positive, if you look forward to a certain thing rather than, like it's like dragging to work. So if you do that, it won't work wherever you are.
That is true. I think through a lot of our conversations with other people that we've had as guests, is they always stress on the to focus on the positive because it really doesn't get you anywhere to focus on the negative.
Exactly.
Right?
I think you have to, not even think about what's coming. You
Mm.
just enjoy the moment, and when it comes, and that's where you start thinking, because otherwise you will never, how would I say, you will never be happy. I mean, you're gonna
Yeah,
keep worrying about what's coming, so
yeah,
there's no
exactly.
point.
A few
That is so
words
true.
came in my head. Flexible,
Mm.
adaptable, and enjoy the ride.
Exactly. It's funny because of the list of questions that I've been looking at, that
Mm-hmm.
is exactly my answer. You got
Mm-hmm.
to adapt,
Yeah.
adapt. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that
you
is
got
true.
to accept challenge, actually.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
too.
That is true. That is true. Now, I'm curious though, just to segue a little bit, are your children as flexible? How does it affect the kids when you move, every 5 years or so on average?
Well, the thing is, well, we're very lucky because the children are in the French system. So Dominic, my husband, is French. So the children
Mm,
has always been in the same system. So it's quite easy to move about because most of the country we are at
mm-hmm,
has a lycée français, the French school.
mm-hmm,
And I think it helps when parents take it easy and the kids see you
Mhm.
happy or looking forward to certain occasion, they follow
mm,
you. I
mm-hmm,
think, yeah, I think that how it happened for us actually.
mm.
So
Lucky you.
in summary, the leader of the pack has to be the one to lead by example,
I think so too, yes.
right?
Now, as far as you are concerned, now you have moved so many different places right now.
Yes.
How does that has changed you as a person?
Good question.
I would say, let me think. I think I'm much more, I'm much more open-minded,
Mm,
um, more resilient,
mm,
Mm,
and I think I have a greater appreciation for my own culture and identity.
mm,
mm,
And I embrace change easily. I know I'm very blessed.
mm,
And I would say you develop confidence. You start
mm,
all over again, just, without thinking. So,
mm,
yeah.
Do
And
you
mm,
think,
independence, I'm not sure if I mentioned, sorry,
no, no, go
mhm.
first.
ahead, sorry. Um, just curious if it also helped to build your character
Oh, yes, it does. It
in the
does.
Mm,
sense that you have to be strong and confident. You mentioned confident because of the changes, not
Yes.
really the environment, but also the culture, the school system, the community. So with that, how may I ask, how do you actually adapt to these challenges that fit into your mental being as a person?
I can tell you part of that. Mars
Please,
is a
Farah.
jogger. Mars is a jogger. So I
Oh,
think that's part, yeah, she's a runner, right, Mars?
Not anymore.
Oh no!
No, no, no. I've been having a lot of migraines, so I've stopped running actually. But
Mm,
how would I say? You know what? I'm very, very blessed that I adapt quite quickly to new environment and culture. And it's I don't know. Yeah, I'm just very, very blessed. So I think you gotta really just go for it.
mm. I think it's the
Venture
can do,
out.
yeah,
mhm.
can do attitude, right?
Yes, exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Mars is very a very social person, very extremely friendly. So people are very much attracted to her friendliness, I would say, right, Mars?
Thank you, Farah. But I think it's likewise because otherwise we won't talk to each other.
Bingo.
That's
And
true.
can you imagine? I don't know if you realize, Farah, it's been what,
Mhm.
30 years that we've known each other.
Oh my.
Exactly. It's been 30
30
years.
years.
It's
Exactly.
yeah.
Mm.
We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly to a degree, right, Mars?
Yes.
Wow.
Now
Now,
you mentioned be appreciating your culture more. In what sense is that? Food, your cultural mentality, or practices. In what form does that take?
Uh, for example, I'm in the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm in the bus and I saw this old lady getting up on the bus and finding a seat to sit. And what do? I would stand up completely and let the lady sit down. And this is our
Mm-hmm.
culture. This is how we were treated or we were taught to respect elderly people. So this is
Mm-hmm.
one of the culture. So this is what I meant by, you appreciate
mm,
your culture when you're abroad because you see that.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of it. So
Mm-hmm.
how about you, Farah? What do you think?
Yeah, for me, it's, my clothes, my food, especially my food.
Mhm.
And which brings us to your contribution, I would say, in a way, to the community where you're living, where you are helping someone understand our food better. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, yes, yes, of course I can. And well, by the way, the first thing that I do when I go to a country is to find an Asian supermarket.
All of us,
Same.
all of us.
Because well, of course, part of it, food is what makes me feel, reminds me of home, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
So, getting back to this particular friend of mine, she's Swiss German. I met her when I was in Singapore. I was learning cooking class in her class, and just by chance that she moved back to Switzerland at the same time Dominic, my husband, was posted here. So
Mm.
mhm,
she continues to teach her cooking classes here. And she was asking if I could come and help her once in a while and also introduce Asian or Singaporean
That's
food
awesome.
to Swiss or European people. And in general, we have a lot of team building
mm,
companies that are very international.
mhm,
And yeah, so this is what, we bring it forward. And
Mhm.
like I said, in one sense, I'm quite lucky too because I was brought up by my mother. We were cooking and we was like non-stop cooking at home and selling them. So
mm,
when we were young.
Mm.
So I got this, this feeling of easiness in cooking. So
mm. Yeah. She's a good cook, by the way, Rose, just for your
thank you.
information. Yes, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. With all of these activities, and I love the fact that the drive to give back, the mentality, the behavior of giving back to the community has
Mm.
actually been one of your mojo. Um, how has all of this experience changed you?
I would say, you know, I would say, sorry to say this, ladies, but I'm not 100% Singaporean anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In my ways of thinking, I would say
Yes.
50% Singaporean, but
Mm-hmm,
I've moved more than half of my life
Mm-hmm.
abroad. So
mm-hmm,
I sort of embrace a culture, and you pick the pieces, certain culture that you think, goes with your way of living, and you adapt that,
mm.
you embrace that.
Yeah.
And secondly, of course, I mean, as individual, we evolve. I mean, our values, our interests,
Mm-hmm.
and priorities may change.
Yeah.
Mm.
It leads us to seek different form of connection and belonging.
That is true.
So, and you have to adapt to the new norm and expectations. So,
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
think
I think
that's
this is
that's the key, what you just said. And we shouldn't feel sorry or apologize to folks back home, for example, right? That we have to do this or we are doing this because we not only want to make a difference to as a person, but we also have to live in this new environment. That's how we
ex
settle. That's how we
exactly,
connect with the community. That's how you individually say, I accomplished this today.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, I'm
exactly,
able to sleep at night, not worrying, wondering what am I doing right? No, don't be bothered. Don't listen about other people so long as you know you're doing it, good cause, and do it right.
I would
exactly.
say
That's right.
Mars
And
is a citizen of the world. How's that,
Oh,
Mars?
thank you. You know what? I think so too, because even the kids were saying that, Mom, we are the citizen of the world. I said, yes, but
oh.
please make sure that you have that Singaporean in you. Because one of my son, Julien, my eldest, who is 24
Mm,
years old, well, he's a French citizen and he's proud to be one. And I said, of
mm,
course, don't forget, but you're half mum. I said, all
mhm.
right, mum, I'm half French and half mum.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
So
That
with
is cute.
you moving around, do you claim to also bring your home with you from one location to another? And what does home mean to you?
You know what? It's funny because I love this question. I really
Mm-hmm.
love it. I mean, it seems easy, but it's not actually.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So for me, a home is made of memories, stories, and relationship.
I love it.
So
Mm-hmm.
six country, so that's six memories, six stories, and six relationships.
And
So this is
that's
home for
your
me.
story that you're
Yeah.
going to be living and telling to everybody and everywhere you go because it builds. I like to use the word character because it is, as a
Yes.
woman, we experience things differently and we put on multi hats. And that multi hats can consist of something that we do it ourselves, something that we reach out to get help, or something that we have to be the leader of the household to get things going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
Our
right.
spouse will be working, but we have kids. We have chores to do, and we also want to get connected to the community. It's you. If only we have magic wand, it will be a seamless ride to most of us, but there are ups and downs, goods and bads. And this is why
Yep.
we
Mm.
encourage women to share a little bit about their experience because what we experience can empower the others who are
Of
just about
course.
to start that journey.
Exactly. But I
So,
think,
go
pardon,
ahead.
so excuse me, Sir Farah. I think what's good also is gratitude, to reflect on the things you are grateful for, which
Mm-hmm.
can help you to shift your focus to positive aspect of your life.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
This is important. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, at the same time, self-care.
Mm.
That's
A little vanity wouldn't hurt because when you look good, you feel
You
good.
feel good.
And that
Mm-hmm.
gives you confidence, to go out
Mm-hmm.
and talk to someone. This is how it is for me.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I totally agree with you with regards to self-care, as in looking good and feeling good. It's so basic, but it is so necessary.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of
exactly.
women think, oh, that to be totally done up. No, no. As long as you feel good about yourself, that is the most important thing. Now,
Exactly. Yes.
when we talk about community, were you able to reach out to any Asian community in the countries that you live in, or at least the Singaporean community?
Well, you know what? I mean, for me is when I come to a country, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing I do is I try to embrace the culture. I do not
Mm-hmm.
straight away look for my own community
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because I think when you are there, you must try to adapt
Mm-hmm.
and you meet the people. This is
Mm-hmm.
what you do, the language.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I do actually.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know that being uh, Asian or Singaporean, you have that in you. So you will not lose this. For me, even
Mm-hmm.
though I don't think I will lose it. It's still there
Mm-hmm.
in me. But
Mm-hmm.
so when I go abroad, I would like to learn other people's culture first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of, you add into your collection of uh
Experiences.
exactly, that's right, yes.
Repertoire, you mean? No,
Exactement.
that make us unique. That make us unique. And it's not really, in my opinion, it's not really just the Asian heritage, the Asian culture. This would go with folks living in Australia that moved to America,
Yes.
anywhere, right? I think bottom line is the goal is to encourage and motivate for women in general to share the journey because there's always something to learn. I always love to hear women's story. This is the reason why T transitions came about because when I communicate with them, I always learn something new about their culture, something new about that was something that they did that I didn't have a chance to do it. You always
Right.
want to grow, and that's the
Of
reason
course,
why
exactly.
we have this
Mm-hmm.
conversation.
So,
Mhm.
Mas, how do you deal with, or do you suffer from homesickness? The initial time you left Singapore, not now. Of course, you're an
Ah,
expert now, but when you initially left Singapore.
but you know what? I think um, what I miss about home was the food. It's weird to say, but that really this is one of the most important thing
Mm-hmm.
for me. Is
Yeah.
So what I do is, yes, I try to find ways of learning to cook the food that I can't find overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I do actually. And talking about missing home, of course you do. Back then, 30 years ago, you don't have internet, you don't have telephone and all those, or
Mm,
FaceTime.
yeah.
It's not easy. Yes.
Mm,
But however, having said that, when you have your own family, meaning you're married, you know, you've got your husband, but this is your new life. So you
mm,
will sort of have to focus on this new life and try to improve that.
mm-hmm.
Yes, you are missing, but you got to put that one side and you got to do this first. And then
Mm,
I think slowly it will sort of, blend in together.
Yeah.
mm,
So, and also I think I'm very curious. I love meeting people, learning new things. So it sort of helped me to sort of um, ABC, how do you say it? How come the missingness of the whole? You know what I
uh-huh.
mean? Sort of
Mm-hmm.
um
It helps you to make the homesickness to handle it a lot easier when
exactly,
you do that.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah. I can understand
exactly.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now, for your own emotional well-being, are there any rituals that you can share, or how do you take care of yourself in that sense that you could share
Uh
with our listeners?
I think when you come to a new country, what you can do is enjoy enjoy life, meaning go out to the city, go out for dinner, discover new restaurants, go out with girlfriends if you've met some, just basically enjoy it, venture
Mm-hmm.
out and discover it. This is the first thing you should do, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and after that, everything else will come easily.
So go out and
You know,
experience it all, in
exactly,
other words.
explore, exactly,
Mm.
because otherwise you will keep comparing, oh, what I do not have.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Mm.
there's no point. You
Mm.
got to see what's there,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to go out for it. Because
Mm-hmm.
I know we, as human being, we have the tendency to compare. Oh, I didn't have this, or we didn't have that. But you'll see if
Mm-hmm.
you start doing that first,
Yeah.
and then it'll just come easily
Yeah.
after.
That is true.
What keeps you
Now,
grounded?
yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. And it comes back to what you said, be grateful, gratitude, and
Yeah, that's
know
it.
that you are blessed
Mm.
in
Exactly.
in
That's
in
it.
everything that you do and what you have received. And
Exactly.
I
This
truly
it.
believe in that as well. Yeah. I think
And
that is
second
core.
is cooking.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And second
Definitely.
is cooking. I would,
Yeah.
whatever I'm missing in Singapore, the kind of food, I don't know, let's say chi chong fan,
Mm,
I would learn to make them.
mm.
Wait, do you know how to make them? Make it?
Yes, I do.
Ayo!
I told you she's a good cook.
Oh my gosh. I love
Yeah.
you.
Or pandan cake, for
Mm,
example,
Okay.
or I don't know, laksa.
mm.
You learn and you make them, and
Yeah. That's
yes,
comfort. Yeah, that's comfort, you know.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So Mas, since I've
Yes.
known you since I was single and you were single, what would you tell your past self? Are you happy with the journey that you are on right now?
Um, yes, of course. Of course I am. I wasn't heditating. I was trying to find the word. Yes.
There's no
Um,
refund, by the way, okay?
no,
Just
exactly. Oh,
follow
you
it.
know what? You know what? I was looking through, I was reading, and I saw this expression. It says, everything in life is a reflection of a choice you've made.
Ooh.
Okay. If you want a different result, make a different choice. And I think I made the right choice.
Yeah, that is an
Congrats.
excellent quote. You have to
Oh,
share it.
yeah.
That
I
is
It
an
love
wasn't
that.
mine.
excellent quote. Yeah, no, excellent, excellent quote. It's true. You have to own up to the choices you make in your life and take
Exactly.
responsibility for your decisions. And that is so,
Exactly.
so true. Oh,
Exactly. And
good
if I
one.
have to tell my younger self, or the start of a journey,
Mm,
I will say to write a reflective journal,
Mm.
mm,
because you forget, you know. Today I think I won't really remember in details what happened before or emotionally or so I
Mm-hmm.
think
Mm,
that would be a good thing. I made a scrapbook for the children, those
mhm,
kind of pictures and that is great. We still look
mhm.
through them, but I think a reflective journal would be good.
Good idea. Good. See, interesting points you brought up there, Mas.
Thank you
So
very
what's
much.
next for you, Mas, for the next 2, 3
I don't
years?
know. So we are finishing our fifth year
Mm-hmm.
in Geneva in October. So the next country, I don't know. So
Mm,
I'm not sure. So I think I'm just gonna enjoy the moment we have here in Geneva. And if we're gonna stay here, I'm gonna continue to venture out even more places because Switzerland is really beautiful and it's really, really big.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So yeah, I'll keep you informed.
Awesome.
As
That
they
is
say in
awesome.
French, c'est la vie, right?
Exactement, c'est la vie.
Oh my God. Okay, how fluent are you and how many languages do you speak?
Ooh la la. Alors, French, I think I learned when I was in Singapore because I learned
Mm.
at the Alliance Française because I was in the same company as Farah in the travel
Mhm,
agent.
Right.
I'm not sure if you know about it.
mhm,
And I think the 5 years in Paris really sort of encouraged me to speak the language because over there no one speak
mhm.
not really no one speak, but you don't really have a choice to speak English over there. So
Yeah.
which is
Mhm,
great because when you have a choice, you choose the easy way out. So
Right.
that was perfect. 5 years in Paris was just great.
mhm.
Um, Other than that, my Mandarin is not as good as Farah's.
Yeah, she's good. She's very good. Yep.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm trying to learn Spanish at the moment, and yeah, but honestly speaking, I speak French almost every day now, even with the
Mhm,
children.
mhm,
No English at all, unless I speak with an English speaking person. And
mhm,
Malay, my mother tongue, only with my dad.
Mm.
mhm.
So yeah, and I even dream in French now. Is that weird?
Oh my God.
Wow, you
That's
are you
good.
are completely immersed if you dream in a particular language.
Yes, but not for food. No, 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 that's not true.
Awesome.
I think I'm open to all food in all different countries, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
So
we
I suppose if we visited you, we would expect Malay food and French food and Chinese food.
I don't want
And
Malay food.
Absolutely.
I don't want Malay food.
Seriously?
When I travel, I will eat the local food, especially local food. I want to
yes.
try the locals, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's
Come
different
over and
than
have some
restaurant.
raclette and fondue. That's the
Ah.
local food.
We see. All right, ladies, we are close to time. So,
Mm.
Mas, what will
Yes.
be what will be your advice for women out there who are considering to either move because of career, move because of family, move because they're following the spouse, blah, blah, blah. What is it that they must have in them in order to say, I'm going to do it?
I, I would say be challenge driven. Embrace adaptability, so you'll stretch and grow.
Mm,
Mm.
there you go.
I
Stretch,
think that's
stretch,
it.
no. Perfect.
Excellent. Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Mas.
much.
This is
Thank you very much for
awesome.
having me.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is wonderful. Thank you for joining us and give us your good insights on life, what's out there, your journey, and your
My
experience, your
pleasure.
untold stories. So hopefully that the listeners will be able to pick something and take it with them on their own
My
journey.
my
Indeed.
pleasure. And thanks again for having me. Really lovely to see you ladies.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. So, in closing, our listeners, if today's episode hits home, we'd love to have you subscribe, leave a quick review, or share it with someone who might need to hear this. It's more common than you think. That's how we keep growing the space and connecting with more amazing women on their own journeys. here at Tea Transition, every voice matters and every story counts. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. So wherever you are right now, we are cheering you on. Till next time, be kind to yourself and keep showing up as you.
Wonderful closing. Well, ladies, good to see you. Have a good weekend. Take care. Thank you again, Mas.
Thanks
We'll
very
see you
much.
again
Take
soon.
care.
Ciao, Bella.
Bye.
Ciao.